to me, I just feel like there's this, I'm mistaking you. Like yeah, you're a woman rapper, but in actuality, like Lil Kim, for another example, Lil Kim was bodying dudes in her prime. Lil Kim on All About the Benjamins arguably had the first or second best verse on All About the Benjamins. She bodied everybody on that. But never have I ever heard Lil Kim is a top 5 rapper. Lil Kim's a top.
I'm excited about this one. Why aren't female rappers regarded as goats? You know, we've seen too many occasions over the history of rap where anytime somebody is mentioning anything about top MC, top rapper, top this, top that, women are conveniently never included. Is that by design? Is there a deeper, darker secret mystery that needs to be touched on? Are women just not as good as men? Let's get into this debate, man, for real. I think this is much needed for the culture, to be honest with you. What you think about that, Q?
Yeah, I think, what sucks? I find us on this podcast defending women every opportunity that we get to talk about women. In a perfect world, like, we no longer have to say women rapper. In a perfect world, we no longer have to say, like, oh yeah, she's good for what she does. And no, like, these are rappers, they should all be regarded as one. So the reason I wanted to talk about this topic was because I was listening to the Khaled album, Khaled, and I stumbled upon a Cardi B song. Now, initially, my first thinking was, oh, it's Cardi B. I'm not really thinking that it's going to stack up with all the other songs. And this is me being wrong. This is me, just what society, I think, has done, where initially you just see Cardi B's name and you're just like, she's not going to stack up to what Jay-Z and Nas did on the album. She's not going to stack up to what Rick Ross, Big Sean. It's like I was almost excited about what everybody else featured on the album was going to do, and was just kind of like, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. When in actuality, Cardi B put up one of the best rap performances on the album. Now, see, I'm saying that to let you know I do it too. Uche, I'm sure you do it too. Like, society has made it that hip hop, like, we kind of like automatically put women in this underdog, this like surprise role when they should not be. Cardi B on that song, I thought, did a fantastic job. What a lot of people probably don't realize is she was using Jay-Z's flows on that song. Like, and actually she was using it very well. And on that song, I just felt like her presence, her raps, everything was great. And I've said before, Cardi B legitimately, on some songs I've heard by her, sounds like Pac. If I said that on the streets, they would laugh at me. She legit sounds like Pac. Go listen to the song.
That's crazy.
I swear. Go.
Wait,
go.
which song? Which song? What are we talking about?
Remember the joint? Shoot. See, I hate when you do that. You tell me.
I'm like, what?
Remember, partisan. I know how to get a bag. Backing it up. I know how to get a bag, don't you? If you actually listen to how she's rapping on the song and like be objective, she actually sounds very similar to how Pac sounds. And she does Pac really well. Go back and listen to it.
I'll take a listen.
On this song I'm talking about, on the Khaled album, she's rapping like Jay-Z. And she does Jay-Z very well. How many artists, women or men, can you say did Jay-Z well? So it's like, to me, I just feel like there's this, I'm mistaking you. Like, yeah, you're a woman rapper, but in actuality, like Lil Kim, for another example, Lil Kim was bodying dudes in her prime. Lil Kim on All About the Benjamins arguably had the first or second best verse on All About the Benjamins. She bodied everybody on that. But never have I ever heard Lil Kim is a top 5 rapper. Lil Kim's a top 10 rapper. Lil Kim's a top 20 rapper. Or even Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
To me, Missy Elliott is one of the top 5 most influential rappers of all time. I'm going to say it again. Missy Elliott is one of the top 5 influential rappers of all time. Never have I heard anybody put Missy Elliott on a pedestal, giving Missy Elliott her flowers, put her on any top 10, top 50, top 100 list. We are probably naming people. We are naming people like we can get on this. We are naming people like Andre 3000, who probably has not made enough songs to even qualify for any top list.
He definitely has not.
Putting him,
that's my opinion.
We are putting him ahead of people like that, putting Missy ahead of people like that who have a solid body of work, who has proven that she's a fantastic musician, not just rapper, musician. So it was something that I just wanted to rant about a little bit, get your take on. But that's kind of where I'm coming from.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna make this quick because I don't want to be too long-winded. I told you this before. I'm gonna keep saying this like until I'm heard. If Rhapsody was a dude, if she was a man, y'all would consider Rhapsody a top 5 rapper. Period. In statement.
100%.
In statement. 100%. Because there is zero reason, talent-wise, why she is excluded, which confirms everything that we're talking about now, which is the inequality of the inequality within even music. I don't want to be specific to hip hop, but since we're talking about hip hop, and this is a hip hop show mainly, yeah, I'll say there's inequality within hip hop. It's almost like women and men cannot accept the fact that some women, are actually very good to the point where they need to be acknowledged. Another one, Nicki Minaj. If Nicki Minaj was a guy, based on what she can do on the microphone, bars, flow, presence, everything, she would be considered a top 5 rapper. But because she's a woman, just like all of the others that we've named, they are conveniently excluded from the list. And there's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that because I noticed that it's not even just men doing this. It's also women. Women are conditioned, just like men are conditioned, just like us. We've been conditioned this whole time to not accept and acknowledge the excellence within hip hop from women, right? We've been kind of conditioned in a way. And you're 100% right about Missy Elliott, man. It's crazy. I've heard people make the same arguments about Lauryn Hill, even though she only dropped one real project. Even though that project went diamond, that is a phenomenal album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. But she would, in my opinion,
one of the greatest hip hop musicians of all time, Lauryn Hill.
I understand people who make the argument, kind of like what we're just making about Andre 3000, maybe not qualifying. She's below Andre, in my opinion, in terms of the amount of music she's put out. She doesn't qualify to me. But in terms of talent, in terms of what they bring to the table, which is really the only thing I'm addressing, there's too many examples that we can name. Like you talked about Lil Kim. I would throw in Nicki Minaj. I would throw in Rhapsody. I would throw in mad people. If we want to go back even further, this is before my time, but shit, I've heard people big up Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. I know these are not on the same level as Jay-Z and Nas respectfully, right? But I think the biggest point is that over time, we have excluded way too many women. And I want to be very clear. Most times it's not about talent. Most times it's never about what they did on the microphone. Because if we're talking about that, the argument would actually not make sense for people who don't believe that a Nicki Minaj or Lil Kim or a Missy Elliott would be on those lists. A Rhapsody would be on those lists. They deserve it in terms of what they did on the microphone.
I mean, I'll even go a step further. I mean, I'll go a step further. Like City Girls. Like
Mhm.
what City Girls has been able to do has been just as impressive as what Moneybag Yo has been able to do in these last 2 years. What the Baby has been able to do in these last 2 years. But when it comes to City Girls, it's just like, whatever. They're just doing whatever. They made hits.